Yeah. Hey, how y'all doing? You know, it's been a while since I made the last video, and I get it. But I just started a new job, and yeah, you know, I'm in that entrepreneur phase of the struggle. And because of that, well, it's gonna take a while to make these kind of videos. But nonetheless, just thank y'all so much for the support on the past video. And yeah, we're gonna get to it for sure. And by the way, my day at work was exhausting. Oh yeah. Also, allow me to get a pair of change of clothes real quick. You know, y'all already know how I be. I gotta get myself settled, and we can get right to it. Also, like and subscribe. Thank y'all so much for watching. Now let's get to it. All right, now we can get to it. We're gonna walk down this hallway, and we're gonna talk about Nintendo 64. And by the way, disclaimer: I was born in 2000, so it's kind of a twist on how I grew up with it per se. Either way, let's get to it. And yeah, you know. Oh, my bad. Now I'm sure like the millions of reviews and videos of the console that you saw already, everybody already knows the first 3D Nintendo console is the last of the game because I believe Saturn came out first, then PlayStation, then it was 64. So not only did Nintendo have to deal with the pressures of being the first 3D console, I would say that they had to pack some heat as well, like another console we know. However, the first thing we need to get into is some food because I'm starving. Well, I can tell you right now. All right, let's see what we're gonna get into. Uh-huh. Bro, why would you put my games in the fridge? What's up with this script? Like, I just knew something was up when you was gonna record this. And now look, I'm looking crazy. You really take this YouTube thing as a joke, don't you? Like, come on, bro. Really? Bro. Whoa. Just calm down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's part of the vision, like I've been doing the thing, like you're not. Come on, bro. Come on, just keep going. It's gonna all come together, I promise. I don't care about that. Why are you doing that in the first place? Like, you could have messed these up. How long you kept them in the fridge? How long you kept them in the fridge, bro? How long? Um, for like 24 hours. I mean, look, bro. It's not like it's the freezer. Now, if it was the freezer, maybe it'll mess it up a little bit. But look, just hear me out. I know you about to get mad, but just hear me out. You feel me? Like, hey, look, it won't in there for that long. And look, on top of that, it's not even gonna mess up the game. You know how it's a cartridge. You just blowing it. Little, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could just do that. Like so, like there shouldn't really be an issue. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Let's just get back to it. Let's just get back to it. I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm taking this over, just like I did with the Wii U video, and you can go. I don't got time for this. You playing with me. I'm trying to get this review on. Come on, please. You're not seeing my vision. How about that? You're not seeing my vision. It's gonna be like that for real. Yeah. Come on. Yep. Get out of here. What? Nah, sorry about that, bro. Come on, bro. Nah, bro. Bye, bro. Like, it is what it is, bro. Oh God, bro. I hate it. What? You ain't even pay me enough for this. See, we try to help people out, but like when they do stuff like that, it's just like, bro, really? Loser, bro. Loser. All right. Anyway, let's get back to it. Now, what we finally came here for, the 64 itself, which, by the way, I love the console design. I'm sure for a lot of y'all, it's nostalgia. And it's nostalgia for me, too. I'll get into that later. But, I love how it was pretty much like one of the first consoles to have the 4 ports. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. Nintendo came through when it came to the 4-player games. Like, seriously. Now, if I even think about it, Saturn and PlayStation didn't even have 4-player ports. And if I'm correct, the PS1 had this like boomerang accessory for 4-player games. So not only was it cost efficient to get a 64 for 4-player experiences, but honestly, I'm sure a lot of people's first time with 4 players and all that, this console has to take the credit for that. I mean, with games like Mario Party, Mario Kart 64, that's a lot of people's favorite Mario Kart. I mean, I'm more of a Mario Kart 8 person, that's the one like I grew up with Wii too, but I'm getting off topic. But anyways, but yeah, the 4-player experience, man, was great. I used to bring this thing to parties and like just play with family like all the time, just like Mario Party. And like, yo, those are some of the best memories in my life, without a doubt. Now, how do we get to the story of how I even got the 64? Well, if this, if the geese will stop because they're migrating. Anyways, so basically, I was 16 in my junior year of high school. So this was around 26, nah, like mid 2017, early 2017. It was around March 2017. Man, I was on a mission. I had no job, none of that, but I had stuff to sell. And I sold enough stuff to be able to get this, get the games, and get 4 controllers. And ever since, it's really been a bliss ever since, honestly. Because one of my homeboys, Kaizen, which shout out to him, his channel will be in the link. He had a 64 as well from his pops. But it was just like, I'll probably say that was the thing that really made me want to get one. And also just seeing the classic Mario parties. Because at the time, the newest Mario Party was like Mario Party 10. So I mean, come on, it's Mario Party 10. Like, besides the Bowser mode, that game was whack. Like, that I pray Nintendo never make a game like that again. That was straight trash. Anyways, but yeah, despite people not really knowing this console, like I used to bring in, people would know what it is, and we would still have a great time. And the games, I will admit, Mario Party was pretty relatively easy to explain. So I applaud Nintendo doing that for their first time. Which, by the way, fun fact, my favorite Mario Party 3. Mario Party 3 is the best one to me. But anyways, yes, when I really think back to being a teenager, a part of it is taken up by the 64. And I can appreciate it for that, really. And not just Mario Party debuted on the system. You got Super Smash Bros. Let's see, what else? I mean, there were other series that were like already there, like Zelda. But Zelda blew up after Ocarina of Time. You know what I'm saying? All right. Time to do the next scene. You know what I'm saying? Just try to hook this up, and then we're gonna do this next scene. Wait. Huh? All right, look, I can't record you yet, so you just gonna have to move out the way. I'm sorry. I got you next video though, I promise. Come on, we just gotta get you out the way. Yeah, sometimes my game can get a little upset whenever I'm talking about the 64 because, well, this is my real childhood system right here. But don't worry, I'll get to it later. Also, shout out to the Game Boy player, you know what I'm saying? Also, fun fact, the same connector for the composite cables, it's the same connector on the 64 as well. So, and I believe the Super Nintendo also has the same connector, but I wouldn't know because I don't have a Super Nintendo. So yeah, look, you just swap these out, boom, and I'm ready to go. Also, let's take a moment, look at this. This is the original power brick right here, which that's why you see a big cutout right there. Goes in like that, and well, I mean, we ready to go. So yeah, anyways, get to some games. But first, we're gonna talk about that controller. One of the biggest things to appreciate, obviously, is the controller. I remember the controller was so polarizing when I first saw it because it was just like, you're so used to holding control like this, but it's this thing right here that really made it special. So yeah, you would just hold it like this, basically. It's weird, even to this day, it's still weird, but you get used to it after a while. And yeah, this isn't the best joystick in the world, but it was sure an innovation. It even caused Sony later on to copy it when they made a later rendition of the PS1 controller. Nintendo was really on top of their stuff at the time. And well, we got Ocarina of Time. And one thing I will give Ocarina of Time over Majora's Mask is the intro. That's for sure. Also, shout out to my controller extender. Because, man, I love these controllers, but man, you see this? This is unacceptable. I would be sitting down right there if I didn't have this wire extender. So yeah, shout out to the controller extenders. You can get them on eBay for like $8 each, I think. I got 4 of those, and it made this thing a breeze. Also, another good accessory I want to shout out is this composite to HDMI converter. This thing is nice. And you could choose whether if you want 720, let's get the focus. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 720 or 1080, but y'all gonna pick 1080. Come on now. It does need a little USB power thing. It does, for power, but this thing works great. Definitely love that. That was one of the best investments I ever made, without a doubt. Don't worry, for the few of you that do know, I told y'all I was gonna talk about the expansion pack. So basically, back in the day, it was called a jumper pack. Not this, but the pack before they made this. And basically, during later of the lifespan of the 64, well, the game started needing a little more power, like Donkey Kong 64, Majora's Mask, and many other ones. I think I don't know if Conquer Bad Fur Day had to have it. I don't know. I don't even, or Banjo Tooie. I don't know. But basically, some games needed this, and yeah, it gave the 64 extra RAM. You know, which it wasn't nothing crazy to look at. You know, these days, I think it was like 2 MB. I think I don't know, but I know it was in the megabytes in single digits, so it wasn't nothing too crazy. But I'm sure back then that was probably off the chain. Honestly, yeah, you know, it goes in here, the little middle part, and you just slap it in there, and boom, it's installed. You know, push a little beauty cover over it. Yeah, that's the right way. Boom. And as y'all can tell, it does work with previous games. I don't know if people ever thought about that. I don't really know, but anybody who has, I hope I answered your question honestly. Also, another thing to mention as well is that they had multiple colors for the system later down the lifespan as well. Fun fact, actually, the guy who I got this from, I think, no, I didn't get the console from that guy, but the guy who I got the controllers from, I swear he was trapping. He was trapping 64s. Like he was on the move selling these. And I'll never forget, he was like, "You want to see mine?" And he had the gold one. And I'm just like, wow, like people, it's such a I think the best thing about the 64 is it's such a passionate community. And it's like it's because it's a really like it's a transitioning line between simplicity and when games start to get a bit more complex, you know? So it's like it's a beautiful gray area, if that makes sense. You know, like I love the Mario 64 ROM hacks, the Ocarina of Time ROM hacks. Like I really appreciate this community so much. And you know, playing this and being with this for so long, I get it. Like I get it 100%. Like it's amazing. And I have all those people to thank for that. You know, it was just something I wanted to try out and it ended up being something that will forever be a part of my life that I will keep around, just like my GameCube. But yeah, I mean that's basically the video, y'all. You know, if you're thinking about getting a 64, I still say go ahead. I mean, usually I'm a kind of person that if I can get the original hardware and play it on this, like for instance, I never beat Mario 64, but one day I'm gonna buy Mario 64 for this and I'm gonna beat it. You know, and yeah, you know, I'm just crazy for that kind of stuff. But the 64, definitely the GOAT. Definitely, you know, you have to respect it. Even if you're not a Nintendo person, you got to respect it. Like it broke barriers. And yeah, obviously, you know, it's the reason my favorite number 64. Yeah, it might be basic, but I don't care. I'm trying to tell y'all, this thing was crazy. And even 2016, where we had way more powerful consoles, this thing was still packing heat for me. So yeah. But nonetheless, though, tell me what y'all favorite console is. 64, that's not really my favorite console, but just tell me what your favorite console is because, well, wait. What's I have no idea what that was. But yeah, just know, like and subscribe, and yeah, just like and subscribe. What? What? Well, you know what we're doing next. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a beautiful day. Like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the GameCube. My true childhood console.